Hey, everybody. It is Wednesday, the 22nd of June, 2022. It is 11:30 a.m., which means it is time for our Midday Mindful Moment. That's right. I'm Reverend Jonathan Zenz, the minister here at Unity of Tucson, and this is the opportunity that we take every single weekday right in the middle of the day to affirm some good in our lives, to engage in some consistency of spiritual practice, and to basically make our lives better, right? Because what I always say is that when we are consistent in our spiritual practice, life just gets better. That's what's happened for me. And so I share that with you in the knowing and in the affirmation that your lives are getting better all the time. Yes. Whether you're watching live or on the replay, I would love for you to post a comment and let me know that you are here. I do see that Sue is here and Robin is here, and grateful to have you both join in this, I'm going to call it a celebration. This celebration today. Ooh, sorry. Have to stop fidgeting and hitting the microphone. I do want to offer, Jerry and Darwin, grateful to see you here as well. And Sheila, good morning to you. So I do want to offer my reminder, as I do always, which is to say, you are love. Yes, you are light. You are life. You are magnificent. Shine your light. Keep shining it. Keep shining that magnificence. Spread that stuff all over the world. Do that, would you? All right. I want to talk today about, so one of the things that, and I'm restructuring it a little bit, which you won't know what that means yet, but I'm going to tell you. Okay. Go back, start from the beginning. So as you know, I was in Kansas City last week for the Unity Convention for Unity Worldwide Ministries, and lots of workshops, lots of things I got to experience, and it was really great. And one of the phrases that came up that really kind of resonated with me was a consideration of spiritual cooperative. And it's a new way, perhaps, of considering the way that we are in relationship with one another in spiritual centers or churches. And, I use the term spiritual center and church kind of interchangeably. Becky, I see you saying hello. Thank you. But I've been giving kind of a lot of thought to this idea of spiritual cooperative and what it means. And one of the things that comes up for me is to invite us all, and all of us, myself included, because the truth is, I never offer things in what I have to say that are not things I may be working on myself. It's always stuff that I'm working on myself. But this idea of spiritual cooperative, what does that mean? Well, I think the way we relate and the way we have been culturalized to relate to a spiritual center or to a church is in the idea that it is a place where we get to receive, right? Now, as a minister, I am in the position of being able to give. And the community, the congregation, tends to be in the position of receiving. And one of the things that's being brought up is maybe that's not the best way of considering the way spiritual centers or churches should unfold. And so what is an alternative to that? Well, what about a spiritual cooperative where we begin to engage in the dynamic of everyone giving and receiving and everyone taking ownership of the function of the spiritual center? One of the questions that I get asked, sometimes by people who don't know, and it's a little bit of, it's one of those things that people have a hard time understanding is, I say that I'm a minister of a church and they say, oh, do you own the business? And I say, no. And then they kind of go into this thing of like, well, who owns the business? And I said, well, everyone that's part of the community owns the business, really. Like there's no singular owner. And it confuses people because what we're used to in the business world is that, there's either private owner or it's a corporation that is on the open that has stocks that you can buy and things like that. Well, churches operate really differently from that, and there is no owner. Like, then they say, well, who's your boss? And I say, well, the community is my boss. The community are the ones who are always determining whether or not I'm doing the job that they require of me as the spiritual leader of the community. And so we're already kind of in this this paradigm of let's all take on the responsibilities of being owners by allowing ourselves to engage in spiritual cooperation, spiritual cooperative. That's what's really on my mind today, and to encourage you to not be afraid to say what you need to say and to participate in a way that is going to suit you best. So it's kind of a different message today, but something that has been on my mind and I thought would be good. Let us involve ourselves in the construct of a spiritual cooperative so that we can evolve the experience we are having. We involve ourselves to evolve. And so involving ourselves begins at the level of individualized consciousness through prayer. That's what we teach here. Prayer, the most highly accelerated mind action known, as Charles Fillmore put it. And so I invite you to join me in this affirmative prayer. If it is safe and comfortable for you to close your eyes, I'll invite you to do so. Just allow yourself to have this luxury right in this moment. Allowing an easeful and restful, reflective countenance. Simply allowing. I take this moment to settle into an awareness that there is only one infinite power and presence. I let my wholeness of mind and body be rooted in a wholeness of awareness. God is all there is. God, the principle and energy of all creation, pure love, is the only thing that exists. And everything is flowing forth into expression from and as this power, this light, this life, this energy, this principle. There is nothing separate from it. It is consistently involving itself to evolve in expression as all that is. And so we are, each and every one of us, this magnificence. We are the light. We are the life. We are the love of God as God. Knowing this, affirming this, and allowing this to be the point of view, I root myself in an assured awareness that we are in a collective, cooperative relationship, that this community is always in cooperation. And as we exhibit and express and experience cooperation at the level of this community, that transcends and transmutes itself into a greater realization of cooperation and community in a larger sense. And so I eliminate from my own mind the construct of competition. I let it go, knowing that there is no competition in the infinite, that the infinite is always letting itself be known in myriad ways. And there is no great and no small to the soul that maketh all, as Emerson says. And so all is unfolding just as it should. And I allow an openness to be in the infinite circulation of equity and equality in this. I choose to be in the spiritual cooperative here and now and evermore. And I know that each and every one of us in alignment with this construct finds the way to step into ownership. We are each and every one of us the owners of our lives and the way we embody and relate to all expression. And I choose the ownership to be reflected in cooperation here, now, and evermore. And it is with gratitude overflowing that I simply let it be so. I relax and trust and know that my word spoken expresses itself perfectly, effortlessly, and easefully in the world of form, the world of circumstance, knowing that there is no separation between the world of circumstance and the consciousness that created. It's all one thing. And so as I think, so I experience. And I trust it to be so. I relax, trust, and know, and affirm it as so by saying, and so it is. Amen. And so it is. So there we are. Always grateful to spend this time with you. Let's keep building that spiritual cooperative. What do you say? Yes, yes, yes. And this is part of it. Like this experience, this is a cooperative experience. I know that it seems like, hey, I'm the one who gets to talk, but it is a cooperative experience because you are in participation with me. And so we are equal in the experience. And I'm grateful for that. Do join me again tomorrow for continued cooperative experiences right here, 11:30 a.m. on Facebook and or YouTube, wherever you're watching. Of course, join me on Sundays at 9:30 for guided meditation and 10 o'clock for Sunday celebration. Those are offered both in person and online, so check that out. In about 50 minutes, I'm going to be doing the Unity prayer service right here at Unity of Tucson in our prayer room. That's an in-person only experience, so if you are in the area and would like to join for that, 20 to 30 minutes of meditation and contemplation and prayer. Always a delight to have that opportunity right in the middle of the week, in the middle of the day. So join me for that. Continue to comment, like, subscribe, follow, react, all those things. Always grateful for the connection. And I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. Peace and blessings. Be well, everyone.